Hello, this is Billy Anglin, and in this video we're going to be going over a couple of tweaks that you can make to your computer to help to make the screen a bit more visible. I'm going to demonstrate the problem here in a bit, and then I'm going to go over ways that we can change things around a bit and make things look a little bit more clearer on the screen. So if we look at the screen here, we notice things are very tiny. Some people like it like this. It allows you to fit more on the screen, but in a lot of cases you don't necessarily need to have a lot of things on the screen as much as you need to be able to see what's on the screen. So I'll give another example here. If we open up our web browser, Google Chrome here, and we go to a website, just gonna pick a random site here, we can see that everything is super tiny. Now, if you're in your web browser and the words and the pictures on the screen are really small, well, using your keyboard, I'm going to make this a little bigger so we can see it better. On your keyboard, there's a control key, which is down here in the bottom left, and then there's a plus key, which is over here in the top right a bit. So if we press and hold down the control key, and then while that control key is still held down, we can press the plus button should probably click the website. So if we, every time that we press the plus button, you'll notice that the text and the images on the screen get larger and larger, and we can keep making adjustments every time we press the plus button. While we have that control key pressed down, we can see that the screen gets a little bigger and everything eventually becomes a lot easier to read. And so if we wanted to make things smaller, maybe we go to a page and we just want more to fit on the page, we can do the opposite. We can press and hold the control key, and instead of pressing the plus, this time we're going to press the minus key. And you'll notice every time we press the minus key, things get smaller on the page. Now, that might help if we get things to a point where we can actually read them, but everything on the page is readable, but you'll notice that the elements of the Chrome program itself are still a bit small. So we want to make an adjustment to what's known as the resolution of the screen in order to make all these things bigger. So for instance, if we look at this bookmark icon here, it's really small, it's a little hard to read. So in order to fix that, I'm going to minimize Chrome here. I'm going to minimize this keyboard. Now, if we pick any blank spot on the desktop, we can right click on it using the right mouse button. We give a click, and then there's an option that says display settings. It's going to be the second from the last item. So let's left click on display settings, and that's going to take us to this window here. Now, under the resolution section, that's right here, we can click on the drop down and we can change the resolution. Now, the higher the numbers are, the tinier things are going to be on the screen. The lower the numbers, the bigger things are going to be. So for instance, we're going to choose this resolution 1024 by 768 and select keep changes. Now, this resolution works for me. Now I can actually see things a lot better on the screen. And if I go back to Chrome here, this is perfect. I can now see things very clearly. Even the buttons and my shortcuts look a lot better. I can read the titles of the pages better. Everything is a lot more, I can actually see things now, which is the goal that we were trying to get in this video. So those are two things that you can try to help you be able to see your screen a little better. And that's all we're gonna go over in this video. Hope this helps.